story about a man that walks into this big dark room, and this room is full of lights and full of smoke machines, and he feels like he's just in his old house. When he was a child, when he was like playing with his family on his little bike, feeling safe and forgetting all his troubles, forgetting what he needs to do, who he has to pay, and just not feeling inferior. Just not feeling inferior. In this room, worries and all the rules, what you can do and what you can't do, just vanish. The only thing that counts is respect. Respect your brother. Respect your brother. Respect your brother. This room is a magic room, but it's really not about the room itself. It's about the people in the room. It's about the moments you share, the smiles, the looks, the music, the DJ. It makes you feel like you're one thing. It makes you want to live forever, instead of just thinking that it's you against the world. And you think, well, why can't we always live together like this?
One. Hello Dota 2 fans, South African Dota 2 fans, we're back with some Premier Division action in the VS Gaming League. It is none other than ExDee taking on Sinister 5, the top two seeds respectively, currently in South Africa. So it's going to be quite great to see these two teams duke it out here. And we know Sin 5 currently not residing in the country, playing from a gaming house in Bulgaria, whilst ExDee are chilling on this side of the world. But who is chilling with me in this chat is 2.0.
Hey Cappy, thanks for having me. I'm pretty excited about today's game. It's not every day you get to see the top two seeded teams, playing against each other, and I'm very keen to see what happens.
Yeah, it should be a goodie. Should really be a goodie.
Yeah, and let's dive straight into the draft, guys. We see the Coddle, Snapfire, Phoenix, and Queen of Pain banned by ExDee Gaming. All four of those heroes are really making a resurgence with the recent buffs in the past 3 or 4 patches. And then Sinister 5 banning out the Pugner, Batrider, Death Prophet, and Puck, also very strong heroes.
Yeah, MD's just going to play that Monkey King. He did it previous today against OG. They just put MD on the Monkey King, put him mid.
Okay.
And he has a hell of a time.
Well, if it's versus the Ember Spirit, that's definitely a Monkey King favored matchup. Although Sinister 5 might end up running that Ember Spirit safe lane on Aghanim. Alright, so it's an Ember Spirit Grimstroke pickup. I love this combination. They've shown their pos potentially 5, and then potentially their 1 or 2 on the Ember. Both very high tempo heroes. The Grimstroke really, in my opinion, one of the best supports in the game at the moment. His Phantom's Embrace, obviously Undispellable Silence, requires 2 right clicks to get rid of it, which makes it incredibly difficult to deal with. And in response, ExDee Gaming picking up the Lina Monkey King instantly after the Ember. We spoke about the Monkey King being able to counter the Ember in lane, so I'm pretty sure they'll be rotating their lanes to try and match the MK up to the Ember. It is quite a toughie. Alright, and then the next ban out from Sinister 5. Look, it's an all-round great position 4. I'm not 100% sure why they banned it out. I know that Lina is flexible, but you would almost imagine the Lina currently being played in the position 4 role. So that's a bit of an interesting one. Maybe it's something they definitely do not want to play against. We might be seeing, the classic things that do not deal well with it in an Outlaw Devourer, maybe a Puck or that's banned out. Pugner's banned out. So I'm not 100% sure about that ban. I'll have to ask the guys later.
Perhaps maybe they're going to pick like a Radiance builder. I don't know.
Maybe.
Ember Reds. It's not terrible. You can spike Carapace when you're like stuck in Searing Chains, or he's running with Flame Guard.
That's a Legion ban out from the side of ExDee Gaming. We haven't seen anything that struggles particularly versus the Legion, maybe giving away a little bit as to what they're going to be picking up next in their draft. Nevertheless, they followed up with a Disruptor pickup. This hero in my opinion, is incredibly broken. It has an AoE silence dealing damage, and it's able to contain you within its silence with a kinetic field. It's also, on that note, very good versus an Ember Spirit.
Mars.
Mars pickup. Oh, such a strong offlaner, Cappy. This lineup or this draft looks like it's coming together for Sinister 5. My only concern here is, as I've stated before, the Monkey King versus Ember matchup, and then a Disruptor obviously being able to drop his ulti into Mars Arena of Blood makes it a little bit tough for the Mars to, be effective. But that being said, Ember Spirit Mars, great combination. Lots of damage being able to be put into that Arena of Blood. That coupled with the Grimstroke, yeah, it's looking pretty sharp in my opinion.
Ember just feels, Mars just feels strong in general.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the strongest offlaners at the moment, Cappy. Yeah, it's so tanky. It's doing such a lot of damage with his Spear of Mars, and that lockdown is, very difficult to deal with. And then Bulwark making him even more tanky, and yeah, it's great. And obviously Arena of Blood being the main reason why you pick him up. That is a huge form of control, and it's not a small AoE at all. I'm sure you've seen Cappy. It's quite a big boy.
It's a big one. It's an arena.
Yeah. It's an arena.
Centaur Wall Runner, also staple offlane pick. It's really strong.
Very strong at the moment as well.
That's the classic Willow Mars.
Yeah, look guys, Willow Mars is an incredible combination. With the Willow Terrorize into Arena of Blood, you're able to push all enemy heroes into the walls of the Arena of Blood, doing a whole bunch of damage to them, disabling them. It's quite a sight to behold. Let's hope they can get it off so we can, show you guys exactly what we're talking about.
I'm sure. I also feel Mars and Willow definitely probably lane well together. Like, they're not terrible laners together either.
No, absolutely. If that Spear of Mars landed, it can be Bramble Maze can be put on top of it. Then there's Shadow Realm to do a little bit more damage. There's even the Cursed Crown to enable the Mars to set up for the spears. So yeah, really nice synergy there. Lots of damage output and very difficult to deal with. I believe that they also think that this is going to be a Monkey King mid, and the only reason being is that Monkey King does pretty well versus a Mars, so I don't think that they would be picking that up to lane versus a Monkey King. Righty, and Invoker ban from the side of ExDee. The Invoker ban, it's incredibly good against the Mars only because it's able to put so much damage into it. It's also a late game core, able to control. I like the pick, but I think that it's going to be an Ember mid.
Yeah, but that's the scary thing with having an Ember pick like that, such a flex pick.
Yeah, absolutely, and such a high tempo hero. It's something to be feared, and definitely first pick material. I really like.
Castaway is going to get Ember. He's going to get something else. He's comfy on.
Sure.
I feel like they could, even if they wanted to, go Skyroth on Sin 5.
I don't think so, Cappy. I don't think that it's a particularly strong hero at the moment. Also, don't think it's a good mid laner at all. It just doesn't offer anything scaling into the late game, unfortunately.
Wraith King.
All right.
That is a mid Ember.
It's a mid Ember. That'll be a safe lane Wraith King on Aghanim. Look, this just rounds off their draft so nicely. It enables them now to push a lot faster than what they would have. It's also a very strong laner. Lots of damage output. Deals particularly well versus the likes of the Disruptor and Lina, which will obviously be causing problems for him early on. And late game, he's effectively a pushing tool. So yeah, I like to pick up a lot. Also a very strong hero currently in the meta.
It's going to be a Castaway Ember Spirit against probably MD's Monkey King. I feel that's...
Yeah, I think that's the matchup we're going to be seeing, Cappy.
Let's see, Castaway now 960. Immortal 965. Rookie.
Oh, wow.
We need is a hero.
Right.
829, sorry, in EU.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Right, so that's going to be an Aeon Ricky. I kind of like the pick here. It's able to take down both of Sinister 5 supports with relative ease. It's also pretty good versus an Ember Spirit. I don't think it works too well versus the Mars and the Wraith King, but all around I think it rounds off their draft quite nicely. The only thing that I'm slightly concerned about for ExDee is their push potential. But let's hope they prove me wrong. Let's see what they can do.
So game 1, ExDee and Sinister 5 in this best of 3 for the evening. VS Gaming Premier Division Leg 2. And it's about halfway on he was in. Because now he's been picked up by ExDee, but it was all or nothing. AON.
Oh, okay.
So good to see him getting picked up by quite a prestigious team.
Yeah. Right, so we've got a classic pause going on here. Expected nothing less, to be honest. Righty, let's have a look at these starting items. It's definitely a Monkey King mid as we expected, and pretty much just standard starting items on all the heroes.
Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary.
No, nothing at all.
This is the second time today I'm getting to see Remedy's Ricky.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was nasty
yes,
the first game. Yeah. They also took the Monkey King against 626's mid visage, and level 4 MD just dived him at a tower by himself and killed him.
Oh, wow.
Because that's what Monkey King can do apparently. He can take tower damage and just soak it all up with Jingu Mastery stacks at level 4.
Well, maybe Sinister 5 watched that game because they were aware that Monkey King was mid lane from the get-go.
100%. I think it's his best hero.
Okay.
Arguably. Apparently so. So you're going to see it. It's probably going to be picked up by him. I think it's probably just a question of like what lane does it go in.
Yeah. Really good positioning by Aghanim and Kosuno Ballboy.
I think it's Slinks. It's Slinks, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Slinks. So there's a rotation of 3, including the mid laner from ExDee into this top bounty. And instead of sitting at the top of the stairs by the bounty, they kind of just waited for them, almost expecting it. I like it.
Bottom, yeah, this is people running around. Castaway sniffing out something to kill, but maybe BE. I don't think BE will oblige him.
No.
Contest back at the bounties. Doom Bunny. Remedy's holding onto the Blink Strike to try snatch it. Doesn't take that one. Biceps gets his one respectively. So I think it's just a 2 for 2.
Yeah.
And Castaway was looking to possibly cut the wave, but finds MD instead, who now turns and starts dishing out the Jingu Mastery stacks. He's got Brown Boots as well on this Monkey King.
Oh, that's a little scary for Castaway.
Yeah, but the creep's blocking him, unfortunately. I think he could have maybe gotten the kill if the creeps hadn't blocked him. Ember Spirit most likely taking a Flame Guard, which he does.
I really like this play by Castaway. He's pulling his wave into a safe spot to farm. It's going to be caught by his second wave now, and that means he doesn't have to contest the Monkey King at all. Really smart stuff there, and really resourceful.
Just pulling that wave. I watch ESL Los Angeles. They were in their advert breaks on the stream. They would give like Dota 2 hints and tips and stuff. And I never thought they brought up the whole cutting the wave. It doesn't stop MD. He just dives him under the tower, gets the kill. Level 2 already, this Monkey King. Did he take Primal Spring? It must have been. No, it just took Primal Strike and ran up. Came in knocking, did he?
He was. I honestly thought that he was just going to continue farming. I looked away from the lane as well.
Yeah, also for a split second, and then suddenly I see this Monkey King just giving it to Castaway.
Crazy stuff.
I take what I please.
You feel a Centaur, like the Retaliate, he outdoes the damage Wraith King can do? Eventually, I mean, even with the Skellies and stuff like that, Ski Hound finding the LSA on Schlinks, but it doesn't turn into anything. A little bit of poke and prod.
Yeah. Doom Bunny in a bit of trouble in the bot lane.
It's got a disruption on him. Oh, Dota and Die throws out the Spear of Mars, going to lock Remedy down for a few seconds. He goes for the Tricks of the Trade, wants the kill on Doom Bunny, but Mars keeping him back with the God's Rebuke, and now the Shadow Realm, allowing Doom Bunny to stay alive, and Remedy being so low has to back off. He needs to regen up a bit.
Yeah, Cappy, going back to a question about the Centaur Wraith King lane, I think that it's Centaur favored. Look, Aghanim hasn't even gone for the Mortal Strike to do any damage. I think he's just going to be playing around the Centaur, and there'll be a lot of lane EQ manipulation by Slinks.
Let's look at the Mythic Gaming. MD's just diving Castaway again at the tower. Gets a big Boundless Strike. Pops the Fairy Fire. He's actually quite low. Got a Salve too. I wonder if he's going to let Castaway get out here. Slide of Fist. The dive by the trees. MD looking for it. He's got one more stick. The Fairy Fire pops. Still one more Jingu stack. It's going to be enough to get the kill. Doom Bunny TP's in, but he can't do any dodges. The tower damage with the Mischief.
Crazy stuff. What?
MD is just diving this Castaway Ember Spirit, and Skihound finds the solo up on Karasuna. On Schlinks, he was busy dallying, doing something in a small camp, and Lena just found him and brought him down. So Don't Die getting to solo against Remedy and BEE. It's probably for the best.
Yeah, I don't think he dies in this scenario. Obviously, he will be taking a little bit more damage, but he still has 3 tangos up and some XP and farm, and will definitely not
mid lane. MD, he's just found Castaway again.
Oh boy!
You can't outrun him.
Invisibility.
What is Castaway to do now, Cappy? I think he has to start rotating, but he doesn't have the levels or the farm to be able to do anything in any of the other lanes. He has a Wraithband Quelling Blade right now. This is now looking like scary territory. Monkey King's about to hit level 6 with this wave.
And Phase Boots as well on the Monkey King. That's big.
Yeah, and Ember Spirit is only level 3. Yeah, sure.
I mean, is this okay? They've obviously decided to kind of sack the mid lane, I guess. They have to.
Yeah, they would have to. Either that, or it's going to be... there we go. Alright, Doom Bunny is going to be sitting mid lane. He is able to get away from the Monkey King with his Shadow Realm, although he does have to be very careful. And Castaway is going straight to the bush. I don't think he has another choice here. This is pretty much the only way that he gets back into the game, albeit slowly.
Ship out Salves. BEE finds Dota and Die, or does Dota and Die find BEE? It's a case of who's the bigger person. Schlink's been well topped. They get a kill onto Skihound. Bottom, the two heroes will just walk away from each other. Mid, MD's doing those MD things again, but Doom Bunny knows the Boundless Strike's been used, so just Shadow Realm TP out. But that does leave this Monkey King full control of the mid lane.
Yeah.
What's this? Don't Die pulling creeps. Just going to TP. BEE. He's got the glimpse though. You're not going home, are you? Spear to push back the Disruptor. And that Bulwark can soak up the decent right click. God's Rebuke is a lot of damage. Tower gets him though. That's okay. I think Skihound will take that. MD dives again and finds Castaway. He will pay with his life. But the fact he got the XP and the gold from that, and he's diving tier 1s. There's some pings coming out from Castaway. Yeah, he thinks there's a ward. But there isn't any. There's actually no ward. It's just MD.
Nothing at all.
Just playing like a champion right now.
There is a ward, Cappy. It's just at the top of those stairs.
Oh, there we go.
River. Yeah.
They look like an obs with on my map. I mean a sentry. So BE's top now. They can leave Remedy to solo the bottom lane, which clearly means that he's having well, and he is. He's sitting top of the CS. Don't Die is like almost 3/4 of last hits behind him. 20% Skihound. They spot Aghanim. Got the glimpse. Thunder Strike. Bring him back into the LSA. Beer and Biceps will follow up with the Hoof Stomp. Really great execution from ExDee. Inkswell from Schlinks onto Aghanim. It actually keeps him alive. He manages to get out just in time. It was some really neat play from ExDee though. It'd be great if they got that kill.
Yeah.
MD hunting in the dire triangle. Spots out Castaway stacks. He's probably going to try mischief dodge the... no, he doesn't need to. No point. ExDee posturing really aggressively up top. Pulling this creep wave into Beer and Biceps. Getting to chip away at the tower. Remedy, he's out leveling this Mars quite severely now. Now that Doom Bunny had to leave the lane. Mid, MD, a victim of a cursed crown. He's got the Jingu stacks up. Will turn around with the Boundless Strike to prevent Castaway from doing anything too silly or too drastic. Remedy just goes right back in, walks into 2 brambles. Parvik.
Really is being super aggressive here.
And he can be, clearly. He's not dying.
Working out well so far for him.
Top. It's Doom Bunny. Scouting out, but they've kind of left the top wave. MD finds the long-range Boundless Strike onto the Willow, who will use the Shadow Realm and pop the Bedlam. Stampede, the nice attempted juke with the mischief of these Wraithfire Blast is not enough. MD brings down Doom Bunny. And Sin 5 will back away.
They're just unable to kill him now, Cappy. He's so big, level 8. Wowee.
Another one! And another one! He's just racking them up.
Yeah, this is looking pretty scary for Sinister 5 right now, Cappy.
I sense a Monkey King ban next game.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
I feel that coming. No matter the result, it's just proven that MD can indeed play this hero incredibly well.
Yeah. And I think that the same goes for Remedy's Ricky. He shouldn't be dominating the lane as much as he has been, I don't feel, but he really has just been outshining that Dota and Die and Doom Bunny lane.
Aghanim. He's got the he doesn't have the reincarnate actually. I think Remedy knows this. He's going for the tricks of the trade kill. Aghanim, he's going to taunt like a jester. But you can't run away. You can juke Remedy's Ricky. He's got the Blink Strike available, just needs the vision. But will not find it. Mid lane, meanwhile, Doom Bunny going to get a nice Bedlam onto Biceps. Don't die. He's caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. The double edge there to seal his fate as Schlinks does pop the stick. But MD doesn't give a damn. He'll just hit you down. Snow Cup, the Courier 2.
Sinister 5 falling apart here, Cappy. That's a huge fight for ExDee right now. 4 into the mid lane, they get the mid tower as well as taking that fight. 3 for 0. Sure.
Castaway, he's just got 2 Wraithfire bands and some brown boots. He is in no position to even attempt to help his team. Like, he can't even help them, he'll just die.
Yeah. Right now we're sitting on a 6k net worth for the side of ExDee. Really looking quite sharp, as we've stated. I'm trying to figure out a way for Sinister 5 to get back into this game, but I'm running out of ideas.
Yeah, I didn't have many to begin with. I don't do the whole thinking thing.
Like just in general?
Yeah, just in general, bro. It just sounds exhausting.
Seems like something that I just don't want to do.
I just don't want to do. Keen Optic. Being left alone there? Are they baiting with it? I don't think they are. I think they just left a Keen Optic on the ground.
Okay.
Where's the pressure coming from now? Remedy's just... And MD, he's almost got the Echo Saber. Like, it's going to be a 12-minute Echo. With Phases and Wraithfire Band.
Yeah, that's super quick, Abby. That's when you know you're having a great game.
Ping, BEE, he's got 3 points in Glimpse. It's just a tricky target as Castaway can bring him back. Never mind, into the Static Storm, the Remnant just before he got brought back in the Sleight of Fist dodge of the Boundless Strike. Castaway stays alive.
Well played to Castaway. I thought he was dead to rights there. That was
really... So Static Storm down. That's probably your best tool to killing... Uh-oh. Remedy, it's fine. They use Stampede. They get him out. It's a great disengage spell. Aghanim's still queued up the Radiance.
Okay.
Value? I mean, I guess Sin 5 are going to try to take this late. Terrorize was... Too many thought about using it. They could have set up, maybe get the arena there and keep Monkey King running into those walls. He does pick up the Invis rune. The Spirit finds him. They have the vision. Nicely done. MD in a lot of trouble. Castaway. He's there to try, to secure the kill. The Terrorize put down, and that's a 3 times kill streak going away of the Ember Spirit. Some desperately needed golden XP.
Yeah, very big kill for them. That's actually huge. Cappy, with regards to Radiance, it's an incredible stalling item. It just allows for so much damage early on in teamfights and effectively it buys time, I would say, for bigger items or bigger heroes to receive bigger items. So yeah, I think it's still worth it. Aghanim just needs to, they need to prioritize farming him for the next 10 minutes or so that he can get that up. Castaway glimpsed. Back to mid lane. Oh, there's MD.
MD with the Boundless Strike and the Jingu stacks. Hoof stomp from Biceps. They're going to lock him down. They're going to kill him. Remedy. They got detection for him this time. Sin 5 looking to get some return kills, but the blink away. Remedy got the salve. Ski Hound was there in position. And now the rest of the team are falling in. Laguna Blade knocks down Aghanim. And MD will dive past the tier 1s. Thank you very much, sir. Boundless Strike. They get the hoof stomp, and ExDee just playing out of their minds right now.
Yeah.
Quick movements, effective with precision and determination.
It really feels like ExDee have a fire in their bellies for this game, Cappy. They are being hyper aggressive, playing with absolute confidence, and executing their strategy with aplomb. It's yeah, it's actually very nice to watch.
Double damage. Castaway doesn't get it. He does. Oh. He does. It's okay.
Yeah.
Remedy's, I think he's got the diff blade on the way to him now as well. Yeah, he just got it.
Okay.
Big stuff.
Castaway with phase boots, double wraith band. He's queuing up a Deso here. I think it is the right item choice. I saw that he had a Maelstrom beat up, but this Deso definitely going to help him out and definitely help his team out, getting a bit more damage out there. And with a large amount of physical damage coming from your Mars and your Wraith King, I think that it's even more value.
I see Aghanim has bought 2 gloves of haste. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, we've spoken about it in our previous cast, Cappy. Gloves of Haste still being the most value item in the game. Yeah, definitely worth it. Allows you to farm a little faster, do a bit more damage, and for next to nothing.
Dodo and I queuing up the Yule Scepter. Hope Castaway and Schlinks are smoked up in their own jungle. Hey, we'll get the Static Storm to be forced out by BEE. Remedy, he will clean up the kill on Aghanim. That Wraith King is down and out for the count, but the double remnant forward from Castaway. He's looking to catch. They do bring down BEE. It's just Remedy left alive. Soulbind on him. They don't have the detection. I think he will survive. Yes, he will. Meanwhile, MD, they find Doom Bunny all alone in the dire triangle. Make him pay for being out of position for too long, because it's a Monkey King and he can hit you whenever. Like, it's hard to say he was out of position when there's a Monkey King in the game.
Yeah, Cappy, it's yeah. I'm questioning this Yule's pickup from Dodo and Die. I think it's reasonably okay, but a whole bit here would be such
I think MD bit of more than he can chew, big time. That was not the play. Yes, you were saying, sorry, the Yules?
I don't know about the Yule's pickup from Dodo and Die here. Like, it's really good for the setup for the Spear of Mars. It's decent versus versus the likes of Lena and the Disruptor and Ricky. But I think that maybe 4 staffs on the supports and then Dodo and Die gets a halberd for this Monkey King Ricky might be a better option. Obviously, halberd being incredibly strong versus a Monkey King, once he has his stacks all 4, even preventing him from getting the stacks. If he's not able to right-click, he's not able to do anything at all. But that, I mean, I'm not playing for these teams, so...
I don't know what's going on. It's just
yeah.
my point of view. Smoke? Who's Smoke now? It's ExDee. Aghanim will probably be their victim again. Still doesn't have the reincarnate. He's just not bothering. I think he knows he dies twice anyway if he gets caught out while farming. Interesting choice that. He hides himself in the jungle. Meanwhile, don't die. Who does this that he finds? It's MD. Monkey King was caught in the trees. They clearly broke it down because he's stunned for the rest of his life for the terrorized Castaway there. He will get the side of fist and the remnant forward. It's so slow, but they have the damage. MD is out again. That's 2 quick deaths in the space of like a minute and a half, which is not good.
That's the exact opposite of what ExDee wants to be doing here. But that being said, I really like what Sin5 are doing. They realize the target they need, or at least who they need to be targeting, rotating quickly, getting these kills, giving themselves an avenue back into this game, and they've swung the net worth by about 2k after that kill.
I see that Radiant just fortified their structures. Radiant's bottom tower.
And this might be Sin5's first tower of the game. ExDee, meanwhile, happy to exchange. They'll just take the tier 2 in the top lane. But that gold really needed from the Radiant side there. And the Dire side.
Yeah.
TP's bottom, ExDee, mass migration. It's the great trick down here. Going to drag back or attempt to drag back Castaway, but he will remnant dodge it again. That's not easy to execute.
It's not, and it's really, really well done by Castaway.
Do get the outpost back. The net worth is still climbing. It dropped a bit after those 2 MD deaths, but it's starting to come back a little bit. Cast away. They smell blood. Sinister 5 do. It's going to be BEE just a support, but they drop the arena. Pin him against the side. The shields do the rest of the work. The Ash Legion.
Yeah, a lot of people would say that that's not worth it, but Cappy, I think considering the scenario that Sinister 5 found themselves in, committing that arena of blood to secure a kill is absolutely worth it. They need these kills. They need to be putting ExDee on the back foot as far as they possibly can and taking what they can get.
You can't overcommit at this point. You cannot overcommit enough.
Alright.
Biceps. Just going for the Aghanim Scepter. I like that. It's a good catch for things like Ember Spirit. You know, you can climb over cliffs and trees and stuff like that.
Fun things.
Certain things, fun things.
Yeah.
It's so hard to lock down. Like, they need to get the they have to get the Hoof Stomp followed by the Static Storm. The only way they kill Castaway.
Yeah,
that
or Remedy gets on top of him with Smoke Screen and Diff Blade. That'll do it as well.
Yeah, he is rushing that BKB as soon as he gets the Desolator.
Yeah, he has to this game. There's just so much control for him. And I think this is the one downside of going Ember first pick. They've got Smoke Screen, they've got Disrupt Static Storm, they can follow that up with Lena Stun, you know, Sentinel Hoof Stomp. It's just, you need BKB.
Yeah, badly. Meanwhile, ExDee push in the mid lane. He just sits behind his fellow support player. It's like you sort of see just Alina in front and you're like, there's definitely heroes sitting behind them. You know,
Yeah.
it's not the most subtle bait.
Nah.
Excellent.
But they're not going for it. Doom Bunny, I mean, he's got to terrorize. Maybe do something. Remedy. I heard a blink strike. No, it was just mid. Clearing out some creep waves.
If this was in fishing terms, Skiahound would be like a tiny little worm on a massive, massive hook.
Remedy is sitting right under a sentry here.
Just really as well. Oh,
Dust,
Remedy.
Stampede away, the Cursed Crown into the Bramble Maze. It's all about keeping this Rookie alive, and I think he will be A-OK. Tricks of the trade with the Blink Strike out. However, that is Stampede committed from ExDee. So no real engage or disengage they have for the next, what's it like? It's quite a long cooldown. So yeah, a minute and a half. About.
Yeah, Remedy, as elusive as he is, needs to be a little bit careful. Until he picks up that Manta, Dust is going to be quite a problem for him. So maybe, I mean, I'm not him, but maybe be a little bit more careful.
Skihound, let's go check up on Castaway quickly. And Aghanim. Aghanim's got the... He stopped with the Radiance. He's going... He got the Armlet, so he's going to finish off a Shadow Blade.
That's interesting.
I'm wondering... What's the thinking behind you? Could escape, I guess? Maybe if Ricky goes and you can try get out. It's just a Shadow Blade. Oh, Castaway. He's caught again, but he gets out with the Remnant. Just in time. He was about. Remedy needed one more hit.
Right, the only thing I can think with regards to that Shadow Blade Cappy is that they need a little bit of initiation. Mars obviously going the heals before going Blink. Maybe they just need that secure stun, that ability to get into the backline. And it's extra attack speed, a little bit more damage. I don't hate it, I just don't quite understand it.
ExDee finish up the Roshan, and MD will be the recipient of the Aegis of the Immortal.
Alright. I think ExDee are gonna go for that mid tower. They're gonna want to get an objective off of this for sure. It has been a bit of a static passage of play, but I think with that Aegis, they're going to be able to do a lot more. Remedy a bit of trouble here.
And die. Biceps blinks forward, gets the hoof stomp. Nice two-man terrorize from Doom Bunny. It's going to force these two cores into the Ash Legion and just let them bounce there like bowling ball, not bowling balls, jumping balls.
Bouncy balls.
Bouncy balls.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. We got to see the Mars Terrorize combination, but there didn't seem to be any follow-up after that. And ExDee take a really nice fight there.
They can definitely up the high ground here. I'm sure that's ExDee's plan.
Absolutely. There's still the Aegis from the Monkey King as well. We might even see a buyback from Dodo. No, he doesn't have buyback.
Beer and Biceps misses the hoof stomp. He gets the blink though, but now he's the victim of a Curse Crown. Nice boundless strike from his teammate to lock down Castaway for a little bit more with the Curse Crown. Stuns 3, but there's no follow-up because the Mars is dead. The Grimstroke just respawned. He's still sitting in the base.
There is on the plus side a very nice high ground defense from Sinister 5 here with this constant slide of fist coming out from Castaway. There's also the Stroke of Fate from the Grimstroke. And I
think MD's Aegis will just pop there, yeah. It's gonna pop. Yep. Remedy goes forward, Blink Strike, gets the smoke screen onto Castaway. Half his mana's gone. Meanwhile, Aghanim just split pushing the bottom lane and taking that tier 2 tower. Armleted up. Nice amounts of strength, and they will TP back in response to this. But the Shadow Blade! But the Wraith King 23 minute Shadow Blade.
You saw it here first, folks.
You saw it here. It's clearly got a reason. They're just never gonna carry dust.
Oh boy. He should not be allowed to get away there at all. But that is his Shadow Blade reveal, so I would expect that
they'll be ready now.
Gonna, yeah, they'll be picking up dust shortly.
Sion already has some.
Okay.
They also first picked the Lina earlier in today's game. It's really good. Just another flex pick. Also with Ski Hound.
I think currently it's such a strong position for Cappy. You're able to do so much harass in lane, and constantly spamming out Last Strike Array makes it very difficult for a core to farm, as well as, you know, the kill potential. You're constantly stunning him, so he's going to be taking more damage. It's, yeah, I think it's pretty great all-round position 4. Alright, tier 2 bottom tower going to be knocked down.
They're just going to exchange again. Sin 5 will get the tier 1, and they just happened a few, well, like 10 minutes ago. It's the exact same thing.
I think it's both teams will actually be happy with that trade.
Yeah, they both just need gold. Well, tier 2 is better than a tier 1. Sin 5 need the gold. Up the high ground, ExDee go. Sin 5, and the Castaway try to do the hard defending. So this tier 3 tower, there's the fortification. So now the tower gets the multi-shot and is invulnerable. 5 seconds. Spear and Biceps, one of the hooves. Stomp onto Castaway, can't find it, does cancel the animation. So he's still charging it up. Smoke screen. Gonna be the back line. Schlinks is brought down by Remedy. Arena of Blood committed from Dodo and Die. BE stuck in the middle. He wants to get a Stag Storm down, but he can't because the Ash Legion just knocking him back. Castaway now, Remnant 4, they bring down Disruptor. And Emberspirit's already back in the safety of his base. Force the buybacks out on Schlinks. Aghanim, Inkswell on his head. He's trying to hunt down Ski Hound. The Lina very alone and very squishy. Wukong's come on up on the top of the Soulbind. The two-man stun. They prevent the Wukongs. MD in a lot of trouble. Beer and Biceps gets the two-man stop. They're trying to keep Remedy alive. But the God's Rebuke nails the Ricky. He is out for the count. That's a lot of damage going away from ExDee as MD falls too. And Castaway, he's in front. He gets the chains. They're going to get a 5-man wipe. Sin 5. Have they come back into this game? I think they might have.
Just like that. Oh my goodness, Cappy. such incredible interactions there as well. Something we didn't even think about. The Grimstroke Soulbind, and that with the fear means that they don't go anywhere.
Yeah, they don't
Volunteer is
move.
running in opposite directions.
It was
Standing
weird. How did he fall
still.
off the tree? Because he got soulbound, and I don't know if someone cut the tree.
Uh,
Because he just
Yeah, I
suddenly he
think
was on the tree and then he
someone must
wasn't.
have. Yeah, and he was stunned. Just really well played by Sinister 5. Such great coordination, and they're able to do the damage this time with all 5 heroes there. They couldn't have asked for anything better here, to be honest with you.
Well, ExDee up again. They lost a lot of gold. And was that Aegis too? Yeah, they used the Aegis when they went up the high ground the first time. It seems like now this damage that the Monkey King was doing early on, it's just nullified. Oh, he cancels his TP. And that was Grimstroke coming in. I thought that was Monkey King. I was like, why is Monkey King TPing into 4
That's a silly
Sinister 5
idea.
heroes? That's a silly idea. Double damage in the bottom part of the map.
Nothing will stand in my way.
ExDee on
Cappy?
the other way, going the other way. Yeah?
I'd just like to point out that Castaway was 1-6-1 at one stage. He's now 7-6-4.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, what a comeback.
Yeah, sure, but maybe that was the plan all along. Just let MD run over him mid and then turn it around later. Because when you look at the draft, the later this goes, the better that Aghanim Wraith King is. Very big, to be honest. It's almost got the Assault Cuirass finished. And they found a Paladin Sword. Who gets that? Wraith?
Isn't well at the moment.
ExDee, it's like, what do we do now? The last 2 pushes up the high ground have both been repulsed, and we lost the 5 heroes the last time.
I think Castaway is just going to push this lane out as far as he can. I don't know if he realizes that there are 4 XD heroes in this top lane. But he does have a Revenant out in the bottom lane. They might look to push that. Never mind. They're
Just
backing
take
off.
one cheeky blink hoof stomp from
Oof, yeah.
Baron Biceps.
Just a cheeky one.
Yeah, nothing too hectic, you know. I love when you speak in that voice, you just gotta make it all like gravelly, like you've been smoking cigarettes for your whole life.
Well, I'm in luck.
Like, I sound like that all the time.
It looks like Sinister 5 are posturing to push this bottom lane or at least take a fight here. But they do not have Aghanim with them. I'm not sure what the plan is. Just farming out their jungle, trying to suffocate them in whatever way, suffocate XT in whatever way that they can. That being
Yeah.
said, what was once a 12k net worth lead is
been
now
cut
only
down.
5k. Yeah.
And the rate of farm just seemed to slow since XD were dominating the map and just choking Sin 5, and now it's the other way around. And look at this vision that Sinister 5 have put in the Radiant jungle. It's actually insane. Like, they see everything moving in and out of here. They know exactly how to dodge XD while they continue to farm up, while Wraith King, who now has the AC completed, works his way towards the BKB. Like,
Yeah,
they are
it-
happy to just dodge.
It's really nicely done, and they currently have 4 wards on the map. 4, Cappy. 3 in that bottom jungle, 1 up top. Skihound in a bit of trouble here.
Skihound, finds himself inside the arena. Biceps there with the hoof stomp to counterattack. LSA found by Skihound. He even pops the Buddha just before he goes down. But go down he does. Terrorize, doesn't find anyone. Curse Crown though onto the center wall runner's head. Aghanim just wailing away. He's got the AC. He doesn't have the BKB, but it's fine. He'll be glimpsed backwards because Castaway's win. The 2-man bound to strike. The BKB can pop on MD, but it doesn't matter. They do damage through the spell immunity. Remedy, he's a little late to the party, but they had the detection this time. He's already used the Manta style. He pops the BKB. Nothing's gonna help him. Can't even use Greater Fairy Fires. A 5-man wipe again. XD just found wanting in these fights.
Cappy, I think it comes down to just outskilling. I hate to say it, and I don't mean any offense to XD. They have incredibly skilled players, but the way that Sinister 5 are controlling this map, as well as taking these fights on their own terms, yes, they had to jump with the setup onto Ski Hound, but even with the response, it's almost like Sin 5 are anticipating exactly what XD are going to do, and they're responding in the best way possible.
And quickly. Might be
And quickly.
much quicker than XD. There was like, you can see the difference, like the whole of Sin 5 were there, and the XD heroes kind of trickled in almost one by one.
Yeah.
Maybe they should just cut their losses and left BE there.
I think so. I think that would have been the smarter play. Yes, it's bleeding kills, but rather 1 than 5.
Yeah. So now Aghanim he's almost got enough gold to finish the BKB, and that might just be it. ExDee. I mean, Centaur's been level 15 for like 10 minutes.
For ages.
Yeah, they're not getting much right now.
Right. So it's BKB up now in Aghanim. Dodo and Die is not too far away, about 1,100 gold. There'll be 3 BKBs on the side of Sinister 5, and I believe that'll be their power spike.
Yeah,
that means no more smoke screen, no more light strike array, no more
There's
static
nothing
storm.
that pierces BKB on XD's team.
Yeah. It's a really good pickup for any hero on the side of Sinister 5, and they'll have it on their 3 cores pretty soon.
I feel like if they're gonna draft stuff like this, they definitely need to consider BKB piercing heroes.
I know I'm incredibly biased, but I would have said that a Doom here on the side of...
It's good. Double smokes. Dodo and Die goes forward. They find Ricky going to get him the Arena of Blood. The Spear and locks him down. The Ash Legion getting to work with their shields. And Remedy's no more. Meanwhile, Castaway gets a lovely help with the help of the Terrorize. They do fear up a lot of XD. And all these heroes are just dead again. Biceps left alive and alone. Will taunt. But he is down and out for the count. What did you learn, Castaway asked. Sinister 5 goes straight into Roshan. Very convincing team fights.
And the scary thing at this point, Cappy, is that BE is landing these incredible static storms, and it's just not enough. Everyone else in the team is being locked down and controlled, and there's no follow-up damage in that kinetic field static storm. As a matter of fact, I think it was only Baron Biceps that was able to get in there. He followed up with a hoof stomp into double edge, but no other damage coming out.
Tier 2 tower. You see it, now you don't. What's Castaway? He's queued up the Daedalus. He's actually got it finished.
He's got it. Okay.
That's some
Daedalus
nice.
Shivas. Yeah, I
Wave
like that a
clear.
lot.
And Shiva's also back. Yeah, Shiva's feels really good currently.
It does. It's not just that it feels good, Cappy. It's where's the Ember taking most of his damage? He's got the BKB, and they have no BKB piercing spells. It's going to be from the Ricky, from the Monkey King. With that extra armor and attack speed slow, he really is going to be doing a lot of damage. And obviously, Shiva's being able to remnant and not being so elusive, whilst damaging enemy heroes. It feels right on the Ember for this game.
Who's finding who? Aghanim's, he's under the effect of a Shadow Blade. They do spot him out. XD, they're going to bring MD to start laying down the hurt. Gets the boundless strike. They send out Laguna Blade. He pops the cheese though. And now this is a full HP Wraith King just hammering away at this MD who's popped the BKB and the Wukong's command, but he needs to get Jingu stacks off. He needs to regen through this, and he's not going to be able to do that. The LSA does find Aghanim though. He's still holding on to the Reincarnator's Castaway. Starts to clean up the back lines of XD. Remedy, the last one left alive. They find the spear. Dodo and Die pushes him back. Oh, never mind the blink away, but he's got a Spirit Vessel on him. And I think it... No, there. The last right click. Dodo and Die wraps it up. That's 4 fights in a row that XD have lost everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Cap. It's 4 5-man wipes. Also, the gem on Dodo and Die, they're paying dividends. I also want to point out how well...
Where's that tower? This Rex is
There's a Deso
disappearing.
AC on on the side of Sinister 5. Those towers are just disappearing.
I think that's game 1.
Yep. Aghanim in that last fight was on the tongue like an absolute champion. That was really nice to recall.
Yeah, you know, he did great. That cheese was a bit of a surprise. I was even surprised.
Yeah.
I'm sure MD had no idea what was going on, but that is game one. Quite a great Dota from both teams, but Sin 5 able to turn that back around completely from a desperate, terrible start into a fantastic win. But we'll be back
really
shortly.
well played to both teams. And congrats to Sinister 5. We'll catch you guys next game.
Okay, we are.
Well, this is a story about a man that walks into this big dark room. And this room is full of lights and full of smoke machines. And he feels like he's just in his old house. When he was a child, when he was like playing with his family on his little bike, feeling safe and forgetting all his troubles, forgetting what he needs to do, who he has to pay, and just not feeling inferior. Just not feeling inferior. In this room, worries and all the rules, what you can do and what you can't do just vanish. The only thing that counts is respect. Respect your brother. Respect your brother. Respect your brother. This room is a magic room, but it's really not about the room itself. It's about the people in the room. It's about the moments you share, the smiles, the looks, the music, the DJ. It makes you feel like you're one thing. It makes you want to live forever, instead of just thinking that it's you against the world. And you think, well, why can't we always live together like this? I want to live forever. Everybody's in the place. Everybody's in the place. Nothing is wrong as long as I stay. safe.
Alrighty, let's get stuck into the second game. Sinister 5 and ExDee. This is VS Gaming Premier Division. The top 2 seed teams taking each other on tonight in a best of 3. And Sinister 5 made quite a comeback in that first game after a rocky start. They turned it around and found themselves 1-0 ahead in the series. 2.0,
Yeah.
any reflections?
Yeah, it was just incredible to see how Sinister 5 turned that game around, Cappy, and the way that they controlled XD's cores in each fight. And yeah, I mean, as you pointed out, we saw 4 5-man team wipes for the side of Sinister 5, and yeah, it was just the way in which they controlled the cores, they picked up the supports. It was just, it felt like it was almost impossible for XD to fight into them, and yeah, very nice Dota to watch.
Yeah, fantastic. Really fantastic game.
Alright, so from Sinister 5 we see similar bans to the previous game. There's the Pug and the Batrider. XD have banned out the Coddle Snapfire again, but we see them ban out the Ember here. They obviously do not want to play versus Castaway's Ember, and we saw what he's capable of turning around a 1-6-1 start to, you know, absolutely running over the game.
Yeah, it's not... if that were to happen in any other game where your mid lane got destroyed, well, all the lanes kind of lost.
Yeah,
a little bit. I would usually call GG. XD do remove the Mars. It's fair enough. It's just a strong pick. And Don't Die, proving why it's so good. I don't think he missed a spear in the arena.
well, the Yule Scepter helps a lot with that.
True, that does. It's quite useful then.
Yeah.
I wonder why he got so the Yules proved to be. Was it just to initiate?
10 seconds
Yeah, it's just securing the Spear of Mars, Cappy. It's pretty good. Also allows him that little bit of extra move speed, mana regen. But yeah, I think it's mostly to set up the Spear of Mars. Okay, Lena instant pickup from the side of XD, similar to what we saw previous game.
Yeah, Ski House is comfy on it. It does good work every game I've seen it. It's not a terrible
It's a
pick.
super good position for at the moment. I feel at least. Able to do so much in lane and still scales reasonably well into the late game with that Laguna Blade.
10 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Oh, when in doubt,
Alrighty.
Ogre Magi. Ogre Terror opening.
Right, so we see Sinister 5 changing it up a bit. They don't first pick the Ember. Obviously, it's not available. But a
They
very...
just first pick the Terrorblade. Well, first
yeah.
phase pick the Terrorblade.
Look, Terrorblade, it doesn't matter if you counter him. If you're able to provide space for that Terrorblade, he's going to do work later on in the game in any
10
case.
seconds remaining.
I don't hate it as a first pick. It's alright. Ogre Magi obviously being able to
5
buff
seconds
him.
remaining.
They might even be looking to finish this game a little bit early. This is a really heavy push and a lot of physical damage output. And on the points of the Ogre Magi, very stable pos 5 at the moment. It can even be run in the position 2 or 3 situationally. That Bloodlust, though, combining with the Terrorblade, very strong, and also having a secure stun and slow. Right, and also a reliable stun and slow. Necrophos. Right, look, Necro lanes very well versus Terrorblade. We'll expect to see this in the off lane. The magic damage from Death Pulse on the Necrophos against the melee core is really good. Terrorblade has a very low HP pool, but very high armor pool, so physical damage he doesn't get affected by too much. Magical damage, on the other hand, is a real problem for him. I like this pickup. It's pretty astute. Good stuff.
And it's kind of flexy. It can be run in different
is.
lanes, different positions.
Yeah. I mean, you can run that position 2 or 3 and situationally position 1. So, yeah, it's a nice pickup.
I saw, Sin 5 ran the Aghanim Terrorblade against Evo last week, and it did a lot.
Yeah.
It just got to a stage where it's impossible. I mean, he can play mostly any hero. Let's be real. He plays a lot of safe laners very well, does Aghanim.
Radiant team
Yeah,
pick.
that's true. Phantom Lots of Ban, traditionally a good counter to Terrorblade, so I can understand why that's there. The Shadow Demon ban from the side of ExDee, obviously creating more Terrorblade illusions is not exactly what you want the other team to be able to do. So, that's one side of it. But Shadow Demon, on the whole, being a very strong hero with that natural break mechanic and a lot of damage outputs.
There's a
Legion Commander.
I like that. That's to lock down if you can duel the Necro before he gets Ghost Shot, or if you can probably burst him down with that lineup at Sin 5 have.
I don't know if that's why they picked a Cappy. I think that the Legion is a strong hero in general, but what it's going to do is create a lot of space for the Terrorblade. So I think the thinking behind it is, alright, we need to be picking up fighting cores on our position 2 and 3 now because the Terrorblade needs space to farm. So that's what they're going to do. The Dispel, maybe not particularly good versus, the Necro or Lina, but what it does is it blocks some potential picks from the side of XD with position 5. So, okay, they go with the Grimstroke. Alright, they don't go with save. That's interesting. Oh boy.
There he is. I think that's the mid. I think
No,
it's a
that's
flex.
not the mid.
They ran it. They ran it a few weeks ago. Castaway Skyrim.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So it's an
Oh,
option.
that's
Like
interesting.
it's possible.
Okay. Alright, so more flex, I guess. But that being said, Legion Skywrath, filthy combo, duel into Mystic Flare is, instant death for any hero, really.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
This is actually
What's
the
a pickup
exact. I've seen this draft.
Okay.
I'm not sure what they picked last. I can't remember what it is they picked last, but it's just like a front. It could be anything. I guess your 4, or your 5, whoever it's going to be, or your 1, or your 2, or your 2. It's between your mid and your pos 4 right now.
And the rest of the positions.
Everything else, yeah. They take Monkey. Fair enough. MD is just going to get it again. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I don't know so much, Cappy. I think this might be a safe lane Monkey King only because the Legion is in play. So Monkey King traditionally laning very well versus a Legion Commander, and also doing not particularly, but pretty well versus a Terrorblade. So yeah, I think that might be a safe lane Monkey King this time around.
5 seconds remaining.
Final bands. What do you say? I think Sin 5 take out the what deals with the Terrorblade? What else? The Ember's out. He's not terrible. PL as you said, but he's out.
Yeah, I don't think that they'll be looking at that too much. Oh, yeah. The other thing I wanted to point out is a lot of people pick the Grimstroke Necro as a combination because the theory behind it is Reaper Scythe cost twice. But it's a bit iffy, in my opinion. For it to be effective, you would theoretically have to have both enemy heroes on less than half HP, which doesn't generally happen. So I think it's a bit of a bait. Is what I would say. All right, and they ban out the OD. I was thinking about it. It's very good versus Terrorblade and the save for the Legion Commander. So that is banned out. And for the side of ExDee, we'll see shortly. We might even see another respect ban with regards to what Sinister 5 picked up previous game. Although I don't think they are going to be going anywhere near that draft.
I'm trying to think what ExDee pick up last to sort of round this off. Invoker.
Invoker's pretty nice. Actually, Invoker's pretty great.
Yeah, maybe that's what they need.
Okay, Queen of Pain ban. Also a very strong hero right now, by the way. I don't
think they would have gone Quap. It's not. I think Quap's is too squishy against Legion Skyroth. You know, the scape's good.
Cappy, if this is a mid lane Skyroth, I'm going to chuckle to myself and concede defeat because you obviously know more than I do.
It's just they ran almost this exact same draft against Evo last week, and it was Castaway on the Sky, Aghanim on the Terrorblade. They had the Ogre, they had the Legion. I just can't remember what the last pick was.
Okay.
I think they picked the Sky 4th, so that it's sort of there, it's an option, and then depending on what they'll only ever do it probably if they have last pick, Sin 5.
Yeah. Right, ExDee really taking their time to think about this one.
I would have said
And
Pugna, but it's gone. It's first banned first.
Yeah, it's such a strong hero right now. I think they're just thinking of things that are going to do well versus the Terrorblade.
And there's not much.
Yeah, it's not many options
I'd say
left.
Sven, but you want Monkey King to go in the safe lane. You want Monkey King to go in this region.
Radiant team pick.
There's this void. Okay. I can see, I mean, it's lockdown, right? You get a few seconds of ultimate damage if you can land all your spells.
I don't like it, Cappy, at all. Legion lanes very well. This is a Faceless Void to begin with.
Oh, true.
And that being said, there's not much damage to throw into this Faceless Void Chronosphere. You've got your Lina, you have the Necrophos to a degree, and then Monkey King ult. But to commit 2 big ulties, and that's another thing. They now are working around timings. It's 3 very big cooldown ultimates. So they are going to have to take the perfect fight every time. And because of that, it means that Sinister 5 have a higher tempo lineup despite having the Terrorblade, because they are able to fight a lot more frequently and with far less heroes. So let's see what they pick up here. But I mean, right now Skyroth is looking pretty great versus a Monkey King, so you might be right.
No, might be right. Oh goodness. And they do it. Maybe the last pick of like a Rubik Invoker. No,
Invoker,
there we
man.
go. Will be mid Invoker. So it was close. It could have been the Castaway, but it would
Yeah.
that would have been cool.
I like this Invoker mid pickup. What it does is it allows for some control within the Chronosphere. It's pretty good. I don't think that it lanes particularly well versus the Monkey King again, but it will obviously not be as big a disparity as the Ember Monkey King lanes. So yeah, nice pickup on the whole. Rounds off Sinister 5's lineup very nicely. I mean, as I'm sure you guys have gathered, I don't particularly like the ExDee draft at all. And I expect Sinister 5 to take this one. How do you feel about it, Cappy?
Yeah, I'm in the same. I think also ExDee a bit rattled up from losing a game that was basically theirs.
10 seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
they put in all the groundwork, and then yeah, it was their game to lose, and they did just that.
So we'll see Sin 5 and ExDee in the second match. And ExDee got some playing to do, some real playing to do.
Yeah.
Castaway Invoker, that's always a treat.
Yeah, not something we see all the time. I remember watching him about 3 years ago at the VS Gaming or the DGL Masters final, and he played an Invoker there, and it's something I didn't forget very quickly.
Sure.
So yeah, quite excited to see this.
See what they can do, the boys from Bulgaria. versus the boys from Benoni.
Okay.
Okay, I just assumed where they live. BE plays a lot of Grimstroke. That's how he's been ranking up.
Yeah.
There's the pause.
Okay.
Let's get this game underway.
Alright.
Nothing out of the ordinary on the item selection. Seems pretty standard. When do you ever consider tri-laning in this patch?
I don't think it's very strong currently, Cappy, but if you're picking up something like an AM or Spectre that's your win condition, it might be something that you look at to secure your carry farm, or running an aggressive tri-lane into something that really needs farm. But other than that, I don't think it's a meta concept right now.
Doom Bunny will be spotted out
30 seconds.
by BE. He finds the D ward, nicely done. That's actually a very uncommon ward spot. I must say, it's quite nice. Just gives you vision right into the tower, and a little bit behind it you can possibly see TPs come in.
Breathe it in.
Top lane, gonna have a big old ruckus around the bounty rune. Dodo and Die finds himself the recipient of MD, who also had the ink swallow on him. They got the stun. Jingu stacks do proc. There's no boundless strike. The concussive shot though from Doom Bunny, it's gonna slow MK down enough to let Dodo and Die probably go back to the fountain and regen, or maybe just go right into lane. He has a solve. He's got 5 tangos.
Just as I envisaged.
Yeah, he'll be doing that.
Breathe it in.
Just as I envisaged.
Ski-Hound.
Bottom lane, Slicks is
He's
not
an ogre.
really caring about the enemy heroes at all.
You ever bought like a ring of protection on ogre as a starting item?
I can't say that I have.
It's
I don't
nuts.
play the hero that
Oh,
much.
you don't play it? Okay. Well,
I mean, I do. Just
you think you're better than it. I get it. It's alright. What career is this? Sorry. in the bottom lane. Look at this career. Whose career is this? This has got long legs.
Yeah, I have the speed demon.
This is
Yeah.
great.
I'll gift it to you after the game, Cappy.
Oh, thank you. I think that's awesome. Aghanim, he's popped the Metamorphosis. Gonna get some extra damage out early on. Secure some nice CS. Maybe push back some of these dire heroes out of the lane. With lane, this is round 2 MD versus Castaway. So far, Castaway's still alive, so definitely the game's changed a bit. Cold Snap, stopping the boundless strike. MD takes some harass from Castaway, and he's taking creep aggro. Bit cuckies, there's the boundless strike. Maybe get some more Jingu stacks on. Secure farm under his tower. Aghanim already finished the first Wraith Band on the way to the second. Doom Bunny, concussive shot up top, finds BEE. He's slowed down. They're going to get him in range of Dodo and Die, who's having to do the hard leg work to run within range of BEE. He cuts the tree as well to get the sneaky gap, but overwhelming odds. Yeah, they will get him. Arcane Bolt seals the deal. Remedy still farming. But still really hotly contested.
Yep, pretty even Stevens at the moment. I think that's Castaway's been getting slightly the better of the trades.
It's one level. He just leveled up, and Monkey King's about to level 2. It's very close. It's like 2 CS in it.
Yeah.
Bottom. Slinks. LSA, it's going to clip him. Ski Hound finds the stun, but does he have the range with the attacks? It's a really tanky Ogre. One more attack should do it, but the soul from Slinks, and he breaks the vision, hiding behind the tree. Forces Ski Hound to back off. Aghanim actually starts laying into him with those, whatever you call those, scythes?
Yeah, very class size.
Yeah, pretty cool. Remedy with the enormous time walk.
It seems like a far more static game than game 1, Cappy. Both teams content to just farm.
As you say that, bottom. His shiny new demon form. Castaway, yes, MD finds Castaway mid. Flashbacks of game 1. No, but it wasn't that. It looked pretty close. MD has to solve up to stay alive.
Right, that's it is to be expected though, and he gets the regen rune. Oh, Gaiman is on MD's side today.
Yeah, he's helped him out. Concussive shot finds BEE. It's just protecting Dodo and Die as he... Oh, they could actually go for this kill. No, the TP out. Nothing to stun him.
Oh, he cancels.
He cancels it, okay. Wants to stay in the lane. That's fair enough. MD. Procs the Jingu stacks, receives a cold snap, and the Tornado gonna purge the Jingu mastery. From MD, forgot I could do that. He's really low. Woo, he wants it. There we go. He gets it. Jingu. MD. It's... Gotta be careful if you're Castaway here, but he's okay. We'll run under the cover's tower. Meanwhile, top lane. Doden Die just cutting creep waves. He's got 2 now with the help of Doom Bunny. Just sitting behind him supporting. And poor Remedy having to last it under the tower. Not getting any chance to deny anything either. Wow, that Legion hits hard. Already.
Yep.
Dire's top tower is not on top.
Time walk. Remedy came back to sneak. Oh, well, to wrap up some CS probably, or get some harass onto Dodo and Die. BEE will put the Inkswell on him. He just suffered from a concussive shot on Arcane. Bolt finds a stun onto Dodo and Die, who is not quite done. Maybe he will dive forward. No, he won't. Plays it safe. Mid lane, Schlinks has made the movement in to help his Invoker out. Perhaps if MD overcommits, which he almost did. There's the cold snap with the Ignite. This Monkey King really, really quick. He's got the brown boost, but not quick enough to get out of range of the Fire Blast as they run up the high ground. Invoker, Tornado catches MD. He's dropping low. They even bring in Doom Bunny to get the Arcane Bolt, and he will get the kill. Lina. Oh no, Ski Hound silenced immediately. Arcane Seal just shutting her up.
A really nice rotation by Sinister 5 there, Cappy, and I think it's much needed for Castaway to, you know, get back or get a grip back into this mid lane. He is very far behind in CS and not too far behind in levels, but MD definitely coming away as the clear winner in this lane.
Yeah, Biceps definitely takes that bottom tower. He's sort of forced Aghanim into the jungle. He's got 3 Wraith Bands though on the Terrorblade, which is really good. When you get 3 Wraith Bands, I think you feel like you're quite far ahead. Why 3 and just not the normal 2?
That's Captain. That's pretty much it.
Basic maths. Mid lane, Skion finds LSA. They do not have the detection though for Castaway. Good old Ghost Walk when you're in trouble. Biceps. There's a lot of action. Metamorphosis committed by Aghanim, and the Ghost Shroud is still not leveled. So we'll bring down this Necrophos. Aghanim will probably return straight back into farming.
Cappy, did you hear me with regards to the 3 Wraith Bands?
You said it was just maths.
No, it's stats.
Oh, stats! I thought you said maths.
No, stats. So on heroes like Terrorblade and your Meepos and Morphling, it's sometimes very, very viable to go 3, sometimes even 4 Wraith Bands on those heroes. You want the armor, you want the stats, and you want the attack speed.
MK, they put the Inkswell on him. BEE helping support his core as MD gets the crit with the Boundless Strike, and they bring down Doom Bunny. It's another kill for the Monkey King.
Yeah.
And you get some water. Just now. Yo.
Getting a bit dry from speaking so fast
Yeah,
there.
goodness. That last game was crazy though. It was just like
Yeah, that was real crazy.
if that
Super
was
high
my
tempo from
team,
both sides.
I would have lost. You know, we would have lost that for sure.
Mm,
How can you have a
Absolutely.
1 for 6 mid and then come back and win?
Tower has uninvited
yeah,
guests.
I don't know, but we saw it happen, so it's definitely possible. I'll stop being so toxic in my rank games.
Yeah.
As of now.
No, I see there's a way back in. You just need to be Euro 865 or whatever. Immortal. Ski Hound. ExDee, they've made the rotation bottom into the jungle. The LSA misses the mark though. And they have no more follow-up stun. Might be Monkey King, the boundless strike. They really want this Schlink's Ogre, and looks like they maybe will get it. Jingu stacks, the Reaper side committed. He is brought down out for the count. Doden Die comes in. The straight duel onto Ski Hound, locking him up, bagging him. He doesn't have Metamorphosis, doesn't need it. They don't get the dual damage, but they get the kill. Tornado, Castaway, finds Biceps. He's all alone, no mana on this Necrofast. Dota and Die, there to seal the deal. They chase him down, and Arcane Bolt should be able to do it. The stick charge, though, and the Death Pulse, just buying, it's just slowing things down. Arcane Seal, MD, he's silenced, can't get the Boundless Strike. He turns and manages to get it one last time. The Jingus tracks, Dota and Die is dead for real. Inkswell on MD now, BEE supporting him as he runs. Oh, what happened? Right, well, I assume you guys can still hear me. That was weird. Everything just dropped for a moment. Doom Bunny, he's dead. Good rotation for ExDee. Get themselves some nice kills in the Radiant jungle. Yeah. Lag spike? That was odd.
Did I mix my magics?
2.0? Oh, just TeamSpeak dropped. That's why we don't like TeamSpeak. Alright, 2.0. Hello.
Hello?
Hello. TeamSpeak crashed?
Yeah.
Yeah, my whole game lagged out. It was quite scary. Alright, now it's time to get some water.
Cappy, you there?
You have returned?
Just as I envisaged.
The wrong.
Alright, seems like the technical issues have been sorted, so we're back into this game too.
Cappy, we've been paused for so long I've actually lost my train of thought.
Yeah, where were we? We were watching Aghanim get fat.
No, we were actually watching Doom Bunny trying to take back their bottom up and the death of Doom Bunny, so very nice exchange for ExDee overall there.
Biceps queuing up a few things. He's going to try to finish the Lotus Orb first. He's got the value cloak. Just to help you out.
Aghanim in trouble here. Oh, he's gone.
Kill him.
Goodbye.
Uniblade duel coming in, but the silence, the Phantom's Embrace onto Dodo and Die, preventing him from getting it off immediately. Now he does find it on Selena. They got the arcane. Sorry, the. What's that spell? Mystic Flare.
Mystic Flare. Okay. Yeah, and we see exactly why that Legion Commander Skyrath combo is so strong, Cappy. It's honestly. You're just going to die if it happens to you, especially at this stage of the game. Maybe later on with a Lincoln's or BKB purchase, it might be different. But for the time being, a duel into Mystic Flare equals death.
I mean, that is Dodo and Die's first bit of dual damage as well this game.
Okay, very nice for him.
Now for the Blink, Biceps, having taken bottom, will move his efforts mid lane. Top the rest of his team, take away this tier 1 tower and possibly start invading Sinister 5's jungle.
Yep. Yeah, and one of the strengths of Therablade is being able to jungle from about level 3, and we see Aghanim going straight there to do that. It's not that he's not done well, it's just he's able to farm so quickly there that he gets the most out of it. So that's what's going to be happening.
Remedy's almost got the Mask of Madness, the duel, the Mystic Flare, the damage, it's there. Doom Bunny teaming up with Dodo and Die to get another duel kill. This time on Remedy, bringing down the Faceless Void.
Very nicely done. And as we said, Cappy, if it happens to you, you're dead.
Yeah, very dead. And the cooldown's really low on both of these ultimates, so...
Yeah. Perfect synergy.
Dire's top tower is not on top of things. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower.
Fast away, throws the EMP middle. Drains all of Necrophos's mana.
Utterly destroyed.
Poor Biceps. Ski Hound. Yeah, I don't know. It just feels like ExDee are... They're slowly falling behind the longer this goes on. It just feels like that. I'm watching the movements.
At the moment, but yeah, I think that Sinister 5 are realizing where they're at the moment, and that if that Terrorblade gets farmed, they pretty much win the game. I think that coupled with Castaway getting his Spirit Vessel will pretty much mean that Sinister 5 will start being slightly more aggressive, and once the Terrorblade comes online in earnest, then I think it's going to be Sinister 5's game.
Radiant's bottom tower has a nasty situation.
Lots of squircles been drawn on the minimap by Castaway. Don't know what that means.
I'm pretty sure that he is talking about vision.
Something like that.
I mean, in my rank games, it's the only reason people draw on maps, to make it abundantly
Clear
obvious
where they
that
think the vision is.
or where they think the vision should be. So yeah, he's obviously leading the troops here and seeing what needs to be done or who needs to do what.
Bottom, this is a aggressive movement from ExDee, trying to pressure in this tier 2 tower, leaving Biceps to do the work, but Sins 5 just push on top, and they get to the duel and Remedy as well. So much better trade for them. Meanwhile, mid lane, Monkey King MD, he's trying to make the move onto Castaway. The LSA misses though. They have the detection. The sentry ward was placed down, but you got to land the stun to get the kill.
Well gotten gains.
Aghanim, trying to get that ultimate orb going.
So much more.
And MD just going straight for the MKB. He did that previous game as well. Oh, well, not the previous one, the one before that.
It's an interesting choice here, Cappy. I don't quite understand it.
There's obviously something he likes about it. Blink, don't die, he's got it. They're going to find Remedy again in the mid lane with the Mystic Flare. Sinister 5 not letting up and killing Remedy. But MD, he's in the back now, brings down Doom Bunny as they get the Soul Bind. It only finds Dodo and Die, who's incredibly quick. Just got the movement speed from Press, overwhelming odds.
Yeah, and once again, we see how good that combination is. And it's going to be a reoccurring theme, I feel, for quite a while in this game.
Poor Remedy, man. Just wants to farm, get fat. It's just not happening. And Aghanim's now taking over the Dire jungle. He's almost got the ultimate orb. And they can't actually take this tier 1 mid. Castaway's D-pushing is far too good.
Yeah. Alright, so there's a Spirit Vessel up on Castaway. Now we can probably expect him to be a little bit more mobile around the map. Not that he's got an item to make him more mobile, but more active around there. And, you know, Cold Snap into a Spirit Vessel is not the most fun thing that you can have done to you. And on that note, Spirit Vessel being very, very good versus both the Monkey King and the Necrophos.
Radiant's bottom tower
Yeah.
has
feels like both teams are content to farm here. They must have very different ideas about what is going to happen late game. I think that for the side of ExDee, they've got to be more aggressive. They've got to start finding these kills, taking these team fights before it gets, a little bit out of control. They can get a Chronosphere onto, say, the Invoker, or at the very least the Terrorblade. I think they'll be able to take the fight. But it is also a case of, are all the ultimates of cooldown? And right now we see that they are. This is when they need to be fighting, for sure.
So we're going to let Baron in the front and have all his mana drained. Span of a few seconds. Oh, the damage coming out. They get the duel too. The Chronosphere's in the back, but the Mystic Flares already dropped down. They lose Ski Hound instantly. The return damage onto Dota and Die. It's not enough. He stayed alive as the Wukong's Aghanim. He comes in from the northwest. He's trying to get the turn. He gets the Metamorphosis. He's going to use the Thunder to switch health. He's trying to man fight MD, but will bring him down, but he dies too. That's the only death on Sin 5 though. As PE dive past the tier 1, they get the kill. 5 heroes dead on ExDee again. Quite a recurring theme in this series.
Yeah, it's something to worry about for ExDee as well, Kathy. As I said, all of their ultimates are cooldown. They should be able to make plays. And going back to the draft, we look at what damage they're able to output within that Chronosphere, and I don't think that it's enough. And we see that they killed nothing in that Chronosphere, absolutely nothing.
And they just burst the Necro. So I say, like, the duel into Necro, because he can't get his Ghost Shroud off.
Yeah.
It's really good against him. So Aghanim does die, but he has a Manta Style and he's almost finished the Dragon Lance.
He's still very far ahead with regards to net worth and will continue to climb. He's able to farm so quickly with his illusions, being able to be in lane, in the bush, just constantly.
Top lane, MD, he's caught up by Castaway and Schlinks. They tag team him. Spirit Vessel so good against Monkey King too.
Yeah, so good. Necrophos and Monkey King, yeah that's a really strong item.
Mid lane, it's like ExDee are posturing for something, but there's no way for them to get on these ExDee here, these Sin 5 heroes. Meanwhile, coming from the back, Castaway, he's got the Ghost Walk. The Necrophos will definitely be their target. He takes the Spirit Urn, Dota and Die. He does not have the duel. They don't need it. It's fine. They find Lina too. The Tornado up, and the last right click from Dota and Die. Now it's once again hit that stage, and they also get BEE.
Easy as that.
We'll find Soulbind, but no follow-up damage. Meanwhile, Aghanim just pushing in tier 1 bottom, can definitely keep on pushing to tier 2.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
The Dragon Lance on the way to him will get a Scardy afterwards. He's farming up a Storm, 192 CS in 20 minutes. Yeah, so this duel, immediately they find MD. This is the combo, the Mystic Flare from Doom Bunny, and that's another duel victory for Dota and Die.
Yeah, and I mean, he just respawned, Cappy. That's really not ideal. And Sin 5 starting to pull away with this game. All three of their cores sitting ahead of the cores of ExDee, and it just feels like their movements are more fluid. They have a high tempo. They don't need to waste the ultimates for these big ultimate CDs.
They just want anyone. They just want, like, even Ogre. Just want to kill Schlinks, but they can't do it. They can't do it. Captain Dota and Die blinks forward, gets the Purge onto his ally. Will take a Phantom's Embrace in return from BEE, so silencing that Legion. He can't cast more spells, and the Tornado from Castaway was a little bit off the mark. It's just sort of a probing Tornado.
I remember a time when Tornado gave you more vision. That was pretty broken.
What are they? Did it just leave vision behind?
No, but it gave you quite a large AoE vision with regards to where the Tornado was going.
ExDee,
very, very narrow.
Remedy, he blinked forward, he time walked forward, was trying to find the Chrono to start off this fight, but Cinder 5 quick to respond. The soul bind on the side. They look like it was trying to be the duel and this Mystic Flare combo, but Dota and Dice brought down. They get the 2-man Reaper side, the 2-man Laguna, the perfect Grimstone play from ExDee. As Sin 5, they still have Aghanim. He's got Metamorphosis. The Wukong's command is down, and the Zoga Magi is also incredibly tanky. It depends on where Castaway is positioning in this fight. He's on the high ground. Metamorphosis and Alacrity on this Terror Blade. It's just keeping ExDee away from this tower. As the duel, Don't Die. He bought back for this. They get the Meteor down. They bring down Biceps with the Boundless Strike. Legion's dead for the second time in this fight. Aghanim, though, he's still wailing away. The Spirit Vessel on MD. He can't regen with any Jingu Mastery stacks. He does receive. And Sinister 5 will actually disengage. They lost 3 heroes there. Didn't take the tower neither. There's still a Sunder, though. There's still a Sunder. Castaway finds the Tornado on MD. But that will be that.
That was a very nice passage of play from ExDee. I really like the Laguna Blade, or the Soul Blind into Laguna Blade, into Elite Zap, doing so much damage, taking out 2 heroes. And on top of that, they get the Dodo and Die buyback, and then proceed to kill him for the dieback. Yeah, that was... I don't think it could have gone any better for them there.
It was perfect, because if Legion and Skyroth had managed to get their combo off, as we know they like to do, it would have been a very different fight, but they ran into the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah.
There was even a ward right here to see them.
That being said, they didn't even make use of the Chronosphere that fight, so yeah, really nice.
Not in my nature, but...
Oh, he still has it, yeah. Still, this Aghanim colors.
That's a great question. I'm
I
not
think
actually
you unlock the... I don't think you... I wonder if you buy the colors. That would be horrendous. You should be able to unlock them.
No,
Mid lane, Dota and Die, they get the combo again with Mystic Flare. Remedy, he time walks forward, is looking for the Chronosphere. All he finds is an Ancient Seal, and Castaway with the Tornado lifting up the Faceless Void. There's the stun, the LSA clips the Ogre, but the Deafening Blast is not there in time. The time walk away from Remedy just in case, but the Sunstrike, it almost gets him. The Spirit Vessel gets the tick.
Did I hear a squeak?
Oh, wow.
That's so unfortunate.
Too much more to manage.
Dota and Die. Ooh, Doom Bunny. I mean... Yeah, just can't dive towers as a Skyroth mage. Aghanim just pressuring in top. MD's TP'd in, but without any help. I don't know. Oh, meta immediately. Look at those illusions just.
Crazy.
Fallen, duel again. They're going to get the Ghost Shroud before it happens. They won't get the duel damage, but they might not get the kill. No, Tornado. Pretty sure it's there. Boundless Strike from MD finds Castaway, but the Purge from Don't Die keeping his core alive. Sinister 5 will disengage. Goes straight into the Roshan pit. Aghanim already using the rest of that Metamorphosis, about halfway through its duration. So they'll probably take this, get back, farm some more, and then when meta's up again, go pushing that high ground.
Yeah.
Look at the attack speed.
Oh, it's crazy. And Aghanim almost has his eyes Scotty. He's going to be an absolute monster once that has happened. I'll be interested to see what his item choice will be after that.
There we go. Secured the next 5 minutes of farm.
Immortality.
Does the Aegis' timer happen from the death of Roshan or the first hero that picks it up?
First hero that picks it up. Cappy, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Horn of the Realm.
Actually, no, I'm wrong. It's from when Roshan drops it.
Okay. So it'll expire at 30:25. I was watching that play the other day, when Nigma, who they're playing. Someone ninjas in pajamas, and they just waited. Meepo was really low, sieging high ground, and they knew the Aegis was about to expire, so they just didn't go on Meepo, and they waited and just kept chasing him until his health was so low. The Aegis expired, and before he could regen up, he took a sniper ult.
Oh,
It was so well played, like down to a T. They had even queued the assassinate as before the Aegis expired.
Oh wow!
So well played, yeah. BEE, he's leading the charge for his team. They are pinging out. Don't Die blinks forward. He's going to go immediately onto Ski Hound. They got the Mystic Flame down too. Lina out of the fight. Don't Die still alive. Aghanim, he doesn't have his Metamorphosis. They're going to eat the Laguna Blade. Ski Hound. Sorry, it wasn't. It was MD who fell to the duel. Chronosphere, Castaway, he's caught on the side of it. Remedy going for the Reaper's Sight that brought down. They killed Castaway. Aghanim left alone. They put the Soul Bind, the Ramp, the Phantom's Embrace too. But Doom Bunny attributing his damage. He's got all the Arcane Bursts. They're trying to get Beeren out of there with the TP. He will not make it. Schlinks finds that kill. Ogre Magi. Large and in charge.
Radiant's bottom tower has a nasty situation.
Now ExDee forced up behind their tower.
He's under attack.
Alright, so they're definitely going to push high ground here. Aghanim's still with the Aegis.
And he's got a full duration Metamorphosis.
Yeah.
Insane.
In that fight, it was a little bit unfortunate that Remedy wasn't able to catch anyone in the Chronosphere and then Castaway obliged by walking into it, which I think led to his death because he took a few bashes there.
Making all these illusions.
Bit of a comedy of errors, but I think Sin5 still coming out on top there.
MD gets the boundless strike, put the Inkswell on him too, but he sort of dives left and then goes straight again. But it's too late. Double damage in the river. Maybe a Castaway DD. Because meta's about to come down. And he's queuing up the Divine. Oh boy, BEE. Oh boy.
Nice macro there by
Yeah,
Aghanim.
really good split. Doom Bunny gets himself a double. Meanwhile, the duel, they don't even need Aghanim. I'm busy watching him, but MD, he finds Doom Bunny, the Monkey King, still alive and rampant, onto Castaway, who heals us up, puts him in the ice ball. The nice dodge of the Meteor with the Mischief, but the Soul Spirit Vessel is preventing this Monkey King from regenning any sort of life. No life steal for you. And 4 heroes dead on ExDee. Mid-wave open to Sinister 5.
Oof. And Monkey King or MD dead with his ultimates off CD. Oof. Does he have buyback? No, he doesn't. I don't know if Sinister 5 know that, but they will definitely be looking to push here. And with no Wukong's command, it's been very difficult for them.
It's scary. There's another duel. They find Beeren, but he gets the Ghost Ride off and the Lotus Orb at the same time. So they won't get the duel damage, but I'm fairly sure they get the kill. Eee, the Spirit Vessel, it's there. The tick from Aghanim. I think it must have been a... What was that, like an illusion? I think Necro's own illusion killed him.
Wow.
The reflection. Look at that thing hit.
Seconds.
Aghanim still has a Manta style here, so... But he's purged anyway. Gonna take this last Rax. Aegis still going. It's up for another... it's about 50 seconds it's up. And then it's down, and they'll have meta up again by the end of it. Tornado, EMP, finds MD up in the top lane, behind his own tier 3. It's like Castaway has vision. Like I've been doing the whole game. No, there's a ward right there. But that mid-rax is down. Aegis should pop in. Let's see if we got this right, 2.0. 3 seconds or 5 seconds. It's one of those two.
Okay, and...
Oh, it was 4.
It was 4, okay. Close enough.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
God damn, we're good.
We're hella good. We can count. We can add 5 minutes to a time.
Commend me.
Commend me, bro. So good.
Oh, crisis.
Don't Die's got 140 duel damage. It's higher than I can count.
Sin5 are currently 20k net worth ahead at 30 minutes.
Jeez.
This may seem like a lot, guys, but in this patch...
Might just be game, unless the buyback is available for the Faceless Void, which it is. Most likely going to have to use it as Remedy, but the rest of the team need to get back in time to reposture, because Aghanim, he's just taking on these tier 4s. He's just going straight for the end. ExDee, they need to defend, or Sin5 will just take this game right out of their hands, but how do they get on him? There we go, Remedy with a chrono, but he's silenced immediately! He has brought down the Arcane Seal, and now it's a disaster! disaster for XD. MD thrown up in there. They get a 2-man Reaper's Sight. They do bring down Aghanim. They bring Ogre quite low too. Maybe it's not all lost yet, but Castaway is still alive, and so is Donor and Die. Their damage output is more than enough to seal the deal to end this game. BKB popped by Castaway, clipped by the LSA as Donor and Die goes forward for BE under the tower, who will Inkswell himself. But I feel like this is a Sinister 5 game. The buybacks from Beer and Biceps. He is up and about. They still have this Invoker and this Legion Commander, but very low HP on the Legion. I wonder what the call is here for Sin 5. Cut their losses and run, or maybe kite in XD to a fight they don't want to take, which will have to be provided from Castaway. No, it will be. Oh, he was so. I was like, this is the chrono. No, it's not. Just melts.
I'm also really glad that Aghanim didn't have his Divine Rapier in that fight, because, yeah, that would have been gone. He's bought it now, though.
What, the
He's
Divine?
Yeah, he bought Divine.
Ah. Sure. Okay, I'm scared to see that. They get the Jewel. Once again, the Ghost Stride from Bear and Bison with the Lotus Sword, but the damage is there. The Mystic Flare and the Deafening Blast enough to get the kill. That's some more dual damage under Dodo and Die's belt.
He's up to 218 now.
Is under attack.
That's a little scary.
Radiant's bottom tower has a nasty situation.
Alright, so Aghanim teaming down bot lane. He's going to push that out and probably join his team.
Oh my god, he's gonna have meta with like how much damage. Let's just work this out.
Oh, yeah?
Damage he's going to be doing. Oh, and he doesn't have a scepter. Where does it tell you the damage buff? That
It's 640 Cappy is what he'll be putting out per hit.
wow.
Meta is not a percentage base, it's a fixed amount. So it'll be
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to
80
find the stats
on-
here.
Yeah, it's 80 on top of his 560.
bonus damage there.
640.
Oh right. And it's just the bonus attack range.
Yeah, from the Dragon Lance, but as well.
Like
Well,
a few mistakes.
Yeah, a few mistakes. We have seen them make one or two small ones, but my bet would be that they are not going to make enough to lose this game.
So MD finished the Monkey King bar. Yet to see why he likes it. He did it the other earlier today as well. Second item, Monkey King bar after the Echo Saber.
Yeah, I don't particularly understand it. I think versus the likes of a Scarlet Mage and an Invoker, that BKB is essential.
Maybe it's just because he's Monkey King. He wants the Monkey King bar.
Maybe.
This will do nicely.
Like, he's definitely, his passive is going to be, he's going to have a built-in
Yeah.
Monkey King bar because it's his.
Yeah. Makes sense.
It's his weapon. But no, they made it
Meanwhile-
better. They gave him lifesteal, which is crazy. Smoke from ExDee. Looking for prey, but I think in this case they are the prey. They are the ones being hunted. Ooh, illusions. No one panics. There we go. The Cataclysm spots them out.
Bottom tower.
Ran away, Sin 5, other side of the map. All the way across Roshan, about a pop in 20 seconds. And that... Yeah, it's like Schlink's knows the timing when this thing's going to respawn. No, he doesn't, never mind. Yes, he does. His courier sword. Into Roche, Sinister 5.
This road.
What does this Roche have? He's got cheese. Probably go on maybe Legion. I
Do you
think
know what
it's
he
Legion.
doesn't have, Cappy?
What?
H.
Yeah, he doesn't have that anymore.
Immortality.
Yeah, cheese to Legion, Aghanim's to... Sorry, not Aghanim's to Aghanim.
Aegis. to
Aegis of the Immortal to Aghanim. These illusions could end the game.
Yeah, I think they can. They're doing more damage than some of XD's heroes are.
Aghanim pops the meta. He's not going to wait for the Aegis to expire. They immediately give him the alacrity up the high ground. There is a fortification available to the Dire, but they're not going to use it because... well, I don't think it stops much. Look at that. Look at these towers go. There's the fortification. Aghanim, enormous, literally. Visible Monkey King. Aghanim works his way bottom. Just keeping him buffed. Really good play. Next alacrity up the high ground. Remedy, he's dueled up Dodo and Die. They find the kill. That's no Chronosphere. And Beer and Biceps, he's stunned by Ogre Magi. They do get the Soul Bind onto Aghanim, onto Dodo and Die, but the follow-up damage just doesn't seem to be there. As Wukong's Command finally put out. That's quite a nice big one. The BKB pop by Dodo and Die. He will sunder his own Legion Commander to keep him alive. No, he sundered Monkey King. Legion ate cheese. That's what happened. But that is pretty much game. Castaway thinking about diving the tower. GG called by ExDee. And Sin 5 take the second game, so that's 2 games to none. But really good stuff. That was some high quality Dota.
That really was super to watch. Thanks for joining us, guys, and congratulations to Sin 5 on the victory.
Everybody keep dancing.